Okay, one more meditation about matzah as follows. Matzah. What's the definition of matzah? What's your chief ingredient of matzah? You have flour, you have water. That is correct. There's one more sort of unseen, very important ingredient in matzah, and that is you must have speed, right? You can have the flour and water, even if you don't put in yeast. If you let the water touch the flour, and you let it sit for 18 minutes, it is halakhically considered chametz. It's unfit for Passover. It's negative. It's considered negative for Passover. So you have the concept of flour and water, and you have speed, time. Time is critical here. Now, the word chametz literally means leavened bread, bread that rises. But the sages use the word chametz in another way. They say as follows. They say, mitzvah haba liyadcha al tachmitzena. If you have an opportunity to do a mitzvah, if a mitzvah comes to your, if you have the mitzvah, literally a mitzvah comes to your hand, but it means if you have an opportunity to do a mitzvah, al tachmitzena, it means don't push it off, don't postpone. But literally it means don't make it chametz. If you can have an opportunity to do something good, don't push it away. But the way they say don't push it away is they say don't make it chametz. What does it mean, don't make it chametz? Why do they use that term? So what does chametz mean? Chametz means just sitting around, allowing the bread to rise. And we're saying here that postponing things creates chametz. And during Passover, chametz represents the ego. Chametz represents the evil inclination, and on Passover, chametz represents the negativity. So what is the message here? The message here is very interesting. Sometimes a person battles their evil inclination because the evil inclination tells them to do something negative. So I have a negative impulse. Negative impulse is negative, that I get. But the matzah here teaches us something very interesting. Very often, what doesn't allow for me to grow, what keeps me in my spiritual prison, what keeps me in bondage, is not necessarily because I have negative impulses or I want to do something evil. That's not my biggest problem. My biggest problem is that when I have the opportunity to change, when I have the opportunity to apologize, when I have the opportunity to do something good and positive, I say, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'll do it tomorrow. I don't take advantage of the moment. I don't take the advantage of the ability to do something positive right now. On the contrary, what a free person is that anytime they have the opportunity for growth, anytime they have the opportunity to do something good, they seize the moment. You know, many people spend life waiting for their stars to align. I'm going to have a good day when the weather is nice, when the sun is shining, when I'm in a good mood, when I had 8 hours of sleep, when my children are leaving me alone, etc., etc. I have a whole list of things that I need to allow me to have a good day. If any of those things fail, my stars are not aligned, I say, okay, you can't blame me for being a wreck. You can't blame me for being upset. I am not happy because of such and such. But other people who live life, they're free. They don't wait for all their stars to align. What they do is they create the opportunity. When they realize that right now I have the moment to do something good, to do something positive, to do something constructive, they don't delay it. They jump right in. They take the opportunity. And that is the message of the matzah. The message of the matzah is to be free. Don't delay the opportunity to do something positive. Take the action. Do it immediately. That will free you of your limitation. That will help you grow and also make you happy. But that's another story. So that's so far the second meditation we have about matzah. To summarize, we talked about the concept of speech, of telling a story as a way of making yourself free. If I define my circumstances, then I could tell a story. If I can't speak, I'm just crying, I am a slave to my circumstances. If I can speak, if I can tell how my character develops throughout these circumstances, then I'm telling a story, then I am defining the moment, not allowing the moment to define me. That was the meditation about the mitzvah of telling the story. Then we have the meditation about matzah, being the bread of poverty. Counterintuitively, freedom does not mean necessarily having a lot. It's a wonderful thing. It tastes very good, but that is not necessarily an avenue for freedom. It could make you dependent on external factors. The free person is the person that whether or not he has a lot of possessions or a lot of opportunities or things to go or places to be, that person they have themselves. They're in touch with themselves, with their core, with their essence, with their flower, and with their water. And therefore, they are free because they are not dependent on something outside themselves. That was the first matzah meditation. The second matzah meditation is, if you want to be free, don't delay any opportunity for action. Pick up the phone, call a person, reach out to somebody. Don't delay. Delay is the biggest way where the evil inclination keeps us trapped in our old patterns of behavior. You know, I always tell myself, oh, tomorrow I'm going to do this, such, so and such. Next week, oh, next Sunday I'm going to start this project. It's very easy for people to want to change and delay it. What's difficult is to want to change, want to grow, and seize the moment and take the action immediately. That is what's difficult, but that is the message of the matzah, and that is the road and path to freedom.